It is most unfortunate that the Office of the First Lady and the Ministry of Local Government and Regional Development has moved to create a space under the caption of a beautification project without consultation.
Somebody tell my new man, my price gone up. Last year, price can't walk. It must see my Anna hide and duck. If you really want me, you can't broke.
When you get there, before you say anything, say production, and the room will light up. I said, you definitely don't know the people of Guyana. I may need to say cash grant.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
The address given by President Irfan at the Oil and Gas Awards dinner at the Marriott Hotel hurt me to my core when Irfan said, "You really don't know Guyanese people. Instead of development, I might have to say cash grants."
This is such gross disrespect by the President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana to all of the working class, hard-working Guyanese that commit themselves every day to these systems, to man these ministries. You guys heard what the President said.
There will be a universal provision for basic tint without waiver, which stipulates that all motor vehicles will now be allowed tint with no less than 35% light penetration.
Go trick your fan, don't trick me. Trick your fan.
Me can't trick no fan, Fato.
I don't want fake evidence.
Fato. I could sit down here and swear my motherfucking life. No man never get car out to me.
I say a lie.
None.
You want to trick the media, can't trick the media.
Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa! Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things, whoa! Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them no worry.
So, man, let's start the things TV. It's your boy Fire Feelings back in the building after hectic, yes, enjoyable and wonderful Thanksgiving. Spending it with my family. Yo, I'm not gonna tell no lie, but guess what? I was so anxious to meet home. I miss y'all. Anyway, calm down, Leon. Calm down, Fire Feelings. Yeah, my biological name is Leon. All right. Calm down. Here we're going on. Bless. Morning, evening, midday, night, afternoon, whenever you are watching this uploaded. So, as you guys see how we kick off the show, y'all don't know where they said the pot, y'all don't know where they put the menu, so you guys know what we got dishing on the dish. So here we're going on. We're not going to waste no time over here, so but here we're going on like how it is the weekend. Before we jump into the top of the week, I gotta say, if it's your first time over here, stay blessed, stay focused, stay positive. But at the meanwhile, if it's your first time or not over here, we would really like you to run up the likes on this one here. Please give the video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and put your post notification bell on. Yo, let me run through these topics quick and fast. I'm not going to hold you up, but I want you to run up the likes. Let me know what time you're watching this upload. So let's start the things TV. We bring the latest and we're going on in Guyana, in the diaspora, in the Caribbean, or even around the world more time. You don't know it go. Anyway, let me jump into these topics so we got for you quick and fast. Let's get this.
The girl say I got the sauce. She want roll with the boss. Let's Talk the Things TV popular. Gosh, and I'm sorry, the lawless boss representing for Let's Talk the Things TV. For all your news, entertainment news, gossip, mix up, everything in the Guyanese diaspora that you want to know, make sure you subscribe to Let's Talk the Things TV. You don't know, big up Fire Feelings, aka Let's Talk the Things boss. As I read, the lawless boss endorsing it, and from lawless endorse it, nobody could cross it. Caution them out.
Well, viewers and subscribers, we in the building, and definitely we're going to kick it off with the vendors. Oh my God, the vendors are crying again, viewers and subscribers. And I'm not going to tell no lie. Now, like I told you from ever since, I'm a youth that definitely grew up around the big market area because that's where my father usually used to hustle, sell his little fish and greens and so forth because he was a fisherman. You understand? So I know about the big market struggles when it comes to being a vendor especially. Now, what we see going on with the government basically, like I said, if you're going to or should we say upgrade, if you're going to upgrade Guyana, nothing wrong. Like I said, when y'all do good, I got to give y'all pints of doing good, and I'm talking about the PPP. I is not a PPP facilitator, is not a win facilitator, is not AP. And you know, anybody who doing foolishness, I can give them the whipping. I keep telling y'all this always stay. But from you do good, I'm going to also give you your flowers. You know what I mean? So, upon upgrading the country, nothing wrong with it, because I would like to see the thing go, you know, higher. But how you guys are going towards it, PPP, me not tell no lie. You are going towards it crazy and disrespectful. Now, persons on the west side first was issued a 3-day notification to leave in 3 days. We saw this. We wholly hold the vendors them on the west side quarrel this, boom, bang, bing, bang. People say nothing wrong with moving, but we are putting also, it is what? The holiday ratted season, but the Christmas time by. People buy them goods and them thing for us, and this what y'all doing. Now when west side get lash, me know if Georgetown didn't see it coming, must be because pre-management and this bin thing and the new bins installed and all these things and come around and tell the people them hustle and this and done and ha. Viewers and subscribers, Georgetown in front of big market get the lash. Yes. Let me jump into these videos quick and fast. Let's get this.
Please cooperate. Please try to cooperate. Let's forward back. I've been charged with terrorism in this country. Just to try to stand up. How much money you have to pay? 5,000 I don't pay. What terrorism? We do nothing where we got no money. Check me out if I can turn it and terrorism. This pre-op come out and she said the place down. Can you explain this shit that this place is down? That we vendors in the place to throw the garbage. When we got throw with garbage, it's big. Only know the North Door. She's 28 years there. She says something about them. We throw with things in. We throw with things for you know, we try with everything. You understand, man? Them got the power now. We got to buy this situation. This thing is a power.
I like telling your viewers and subscribers, it's crazy. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Wrong is wrong and right is right. You know what I mean? Government, you guys are doing this shit wrong.
It is most unfortunate that the Office of the First Lady and the Ministry of Local Government and Regional Development has moved to create a space under the caption of a beautification project without consultation with the people who are being affected here. Here we have ordinary vendors, as you can see behind me, that are plying their trade to cater for their families.
When you do this, say, the small in the bus park, where can I park? I done thief in a parking and the police tell me gonna clamp my wheel. Questions asking, and like it's a problem, where can I park to sell? We had a discussion just now with the city council whereby he said he's gonna sit down and think about moving it. And the police take control of it and come in and tell the guy nail it up. So is the police running this? No. The police running this, not the city council. We need to know answers.
These are not people who eat off of the state, sleep off of the state, and are housed off of the state like ministers of government and other high officials. These are ordinary, hard-working Guyanese that want to make an honest living. And the situation before us is most unfair to them. The APNU is not against a beautification project. We're not against uplifting the aesthetics of our country. What we're against is when you move to implement such without consulting with the affected people. Several vendors, I'm told about 50 or thereabout, are affected by this move and will be disturbed from earning to cater for their family. I'm therefore calling on Minister Manik-Chan and the First Lady to immediately find a resolution by way of consultation. Have this project done in such a way where people are consulted. Disturbing people's way of life, disturbing their earning power is creating a different level.
That is not the right way how to do it. Remember, people spend their money. Come on, put yourself in people's shoes, bro. Yeah, I can't be treating the people them so. But I telling you about them. Say we don't sweet in your mouth is bitter in your ass, right? So I don't know. This is what we got get. This is what we get in. But they got people putting up the defense and people standing up about it. But viewers and subscribers, leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts on this situation here. Now moving along, talking about the government, we see whereby, yes, Mr. President was at one of his functions. Yes, viewers and subscribers, the Island Gas Award dinner. And definitely, I'll tell you something. Because sometimes your mouth could put you in so much problem. Now, I don't think, to me, I don't know. I don't think that is what he really meant with how persons are seeing it right now. But still, I feel like the president should have never used the cash grant thing into his speech. Yes, viewers and subscribers, take a listen.
We will and must achieve this. I was speaking to a very good friend out of Guyana, and I told him I have to end the conversation because I'm going to speak at this dinner with a lot of fancy people in the oil and gas sector. And he said to me, when you get there, before you say anything, say production, and the room will light up. I said, you definitely don't know the people of Guyana. I may need to say cash grant. I didn't know I was that correct. It's amazing. I did not realize I can be that correct.
Here, there, viewers and subscribers. You see, he was talking to one of his Isle people, them, the Isle men, them. And he told the man, yo, you gotta go and make a speech at the dinner. You know what I mean? You don't know the thing. The man said, yo, when you roll up there, tell them production. He said, you don't really know the Guyanese people. I mean, Gaffer say, cash grant for make them make nice and all these things. That's how I see it. I don't feel like he was being disrespectful. I don't know. This is how I see it. Not for y'all might say, oh, but I don't think it's like that. But like I said, sometimes your mouth could put you in trouble. Now, after that has been said from the president by Lick Start, viewers and subscribers, take a listen.
President Irfan is disrespecting the people of this country, especially the poor people. The address given by President Irfan at the Oil and Gas Awards dinner at the Marriott Hotel hurt me to my core when Irfan said, you really don't know Guyanese people. Instead of development, I might have to say cash grant.
You definitely don't know the people of Guyana. I may need to say cash grant.
Irfan and his room full of fancy people went up in a roar of laughter.
I didn't know I was that correct. It's amazing. I did not realize I can be that correct. So
it was so degrading and cruel. It showed a complete disregard for the Guyanese people, where more than 50% of them live in poverty. President Irfan, the people never asked for this Christmas cash grant. You are the one who lied to them about a cash grant and tricked them into voting for the PPP.
We will have a beautiful Christmas. We will have a beautiful Christmas. Look at the smile on my face and know that you will have an enjoyable holiday season. Brothers and sisters, trust me.
President Irfan, why didn't you invite these people under a big tent and cook Kaz rib cook-up for these fancy people?
I'm going to speak at this dinner with a lot of fancy people.
You gave the elites your finest prepared by gourmet chefs, but the poor people must get watery cook-up they eat weekly without meat and greens because they cannot afford it under your government. Are they considered lesser humans? Are their lives somehow worth less than the fancy people you showered with praise and adoration? Another thing I want Guyanese to understand. Many oil-producing countries around the world provide direct payments or cash grants to their citizens funded by oil revenue. This includes places like Alaska in the United States, Norway, Kuwait, the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia. Sharing resource wealth with citizens is standard practice in resource-rich nations. The PPP doesn't want people to know this. They prefer to keep the people down. Instead, they try to make it seem as if Guyanese are begging for handouts, when in reality, other nations are distributing the wealth their people help generate. Power is not everything, Irfan. Do not let power fly to your head. All our faiths teach us the value of treating the poor with respect. The Quran says, and in no way covet the property of the poor and needy, reminding us that the vulnerable deserve protection and dignity. The Bible teaches, whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward them for what they have done. Proverbs 19:17. The Bhagavad Gita reminds us that one who performs actions for the welfare of all beings without attachment is truly wise. Gita 3:25. You walked into poor communities, hugging the people while thinking less of them, and then you go back to your fancy people and make fun of the poor people. Why didn't you decorate a fancy air-conditioned hall and invite the people from Tiger Bay and other neglected communities and feed them gourmet food and hors d'oeuvres? Treat them like the human beings that they are. This is a moment to remind President Irfan and the nation that Guyanese, all Guyanese, deserve to be treated with dignity. Respect is not for the rich alone. Power belongs to the people, and no one can mock their suffering without consequences, especially the president who is there to serve the people. I will leave with a quote left by a citizen under the degrading video. President Irfan, life is easy when you're up on the mountain and you've got peace of mind like you have never known. But things change when you're down in the valley for a minute, and remember that. You, Irfan, was once in the valley and might end up right back there.
Well, you don't know, viewers and subscribers, Mohamed not gonna waste no time. Mohamed ain't gonna waste no time. Like I say, you know what I mean? He's got mind with certain joke where you're running at the end of the day, you know what I mean? And like I always say, you know, big man a big man, you know? And as a president, you got to know, yeah, me say you can't run joke, but certain joke you can't run because you don't know you're there in the hot seat with the whole cash grant money was supposed to be given for Christmas. Now people ain't getting, no people done mad. So now for you, go and say something about cash grant. Obviously you're gonna raise a hand's nest. Simple. That's how I see it. I don't know about nobody else. Like I say, I got third eye. 3 eye I got.
I told him I have to end the conversation because I'm going to speak at this dinner with a lot of fancy people in the oil and gas sector. And he said to me, when you get there, before you say anything, say production, and the room will light up. I said, you definitely don't know the people of Guyana. I may need to say cash grant. I didn't know I was that correct.
This is such gross disrespect by the President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana to all of the working class, hard-working Guyanese that commit themselves every day to these systems, to man these ministries. You guys heard what the President said. Now, the PPP government has run this country from 1992 all the way to 2015. And then, when they heard of that major oil find, and many of these ministers, they didn't sleep when they heard of that oil find and that the contract was finally signed. They didn't sleep. And they fought and they fought and they fought for Guyana to take it for themselves and claim it as their own. And now you can realize that the president and himself and most of the PPP ministers, they believe the wealth of this nation, the state's assets, the patrimony, all the resources and the proceeds from these resources belongs to them, and it's theirs to manipulate and use as a tool to separate and polarize our country and then make fun of us. Now I want you guys to understand again, our country is amongst the 5 smallest countries in South America. The 5 smallest. Our country is amongst the 5 countries in South America with the smallest population. Our country has 80% of its biodiversity still alive. I mean, most of the country is trees. And yet still, in the fastest growing economy, with one of the highest gross domestic product earning per capita in South America and in the southern hemisphere. And it has been this way for the past 4 years. Do your Google search and confirm it. Still our government has us as a generation depending on ampers. And this is only so because you guys are paid on the lowest salary scale in South America, even though you guys are worth the most. And the other gross domestic products of the other countries in South America, it's not even close to Guyana. That means your worth per capita, when you extrapolate from the resources and all of that, is higher than every single person in South America as Guyanese. Not even close. We are way above them, our gross domestic product earning per capita. Yet still, the same president, who many of you slacktivists and sycophants of the PPP continue to say the man is a good man, is only the vice president. Many of you say that. You hear how this man making a mockery of your Guyanese brothers and sisters? That Guyanese aren't interested in production, we interested in cash grant. Well, Mr. President, the only reason your population have to be interested in cash grant is because of the philosophy of the PPP. The principle of your PPP, Mr. President, which is keep the people struggling, living on to bills so that they can remain for sale to you. And then look at the smile on the president's face. 45% of you guys living at and below the poverty line. Children struggling. Children eating more in school than they do at home. Parents having to choose between medication for the children and food many of months. Parents working even though they're sick and have been sick for months, for weeks, but they can't even afford to go and see the doctor. And of course, you guys know public health is a mess. And this president can laugh at your pain. I want you guys to notice the type of people that you have voted for and elected to run this country, you know. In a country where the gross domestic product multiplied 700%, the gross domestic product per capita skyrocketing, we should not be dependent on cash grant, brothers and sisters. We should be benefiting from cash incentives. We should be benefiting from job bonuses, high increase in salary because we struggled. Our ancestors fought, lost lives and limbs dedicated to this country to make us free. And now we are like right back in a mental slavery and living in an indentureship system of which the PPP government has taken 90% of the wealth of this nation for themselves, coveted it for themselves with their classist, fascist system of running this country, and coveted it for themselves, and that they can use it as a tool to buy out our brothers and sisters and pit them against us. And when they did this and they executed their plan and their agenda to perfection, now when they have to make good on their cash grants, they're making a mockery of you, Guyanese brothers and sisters. How long will you guys sit silent? How many more months and years will you allow the PPP to continue to exploit and plunder our resources and give it away to the internationals? How long are you going to look at your children, hungry faces, crying faces? How many of you, how long are you going to look at your children disappointed and hurt and traumatized by poverty while they look at the people, the rich bureaucrats who you give positions of power by a constitutional right of voting, as their children continue to enjoy lives that your children can only imagine? How long are you going to allow these people to live the dream while they continue to sell you the dream and openly make a mockery of you Guyanese brothers and sisters? Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but yourself can free your mind. Do your Googles. We are the government. We are a part of the government. They're just the face. If you guys decide to do the honorable thing and stand for your children, stand for those who cannot stand for themselves, shut this country down. This smug look that our president has on his face, this smile as he laughs at your pain, your poverty, your trauma, it will be wiped clean from it. And immediately you would see this government act right. The Guyanese people, I'm so sorry for you guys. I'm sorry for you. Your parents must be rolling in their graves. Our forefathers must be rolling in their graves, because there was a time when the sacrifice of sacrificing food for medication and sacrificing food for clothing and living in shacks and logies, there was a time when this was accepted. Our country needed to work our way up to be recognized. Now our country is recognized as one of the highest gross domestic product earning per capita, one of the highest gross domestic product in many places. Our country is one of the leading oil producing countries in the world, amongst the top 5. And this is not the time for you guys to accept struggle and accept poverty and work and trade your life and dedicate and commit yourself to these systems and can barely afford anything for your children. Christmas is coming and many workers in this country are sitting, twiddling their thumbs, waiting for the government to announce a cash grant. This is so embarrassing. It is embarrassing. It is a shame. It's a travesty. It's apartheid. It's advantage by the government. It's structural violence on the people, the cooperative, sweet Guyanese people of this nation. And look at the president, our chief representative, painting a national image of Guyanese as lazy people that depends on free money. After you guys worked all year to achieve and afford nothing, no savings to be able to give your children a Merry Christmas, and you look at these people enjoying it, urging the Guyanese to come home for Christmas, the Guyanese that live abroad, while they have 48% of you living at and below the poverty line. Guyanese brothers and sisters, the mask has been removed from the faces of your oppressors. I hope that you do not forget. I trust that you do not forget. Though the election is gone, we still have ultimate power in our hands. But our power only lies in our unity. Our strength is in our unity. Our strength lies in our selflessness and our empathy and our humility for our brothers and sisters. And to stop this nonsense in this country. My dream is for each and every Guyanese to have a Merry Christmas. But not just a Merry Christmas, but to be able to grow, plan, work and develop a life that your children can be proud of you and that they can be inspired and motivated to work just as hard as you. Wake up, Guyanese brothers and sisters. This is an Eternity Enterprise presentation. Y'all stay safe.
What side she get shoot? Is she head? Let's lie down, let's lie down.
Few people get shit, but 3 persons just get shit.
Somebody else there, no?
She get shit in her
She
head.
get shit in she head.
Shit.
Oh shit, she gone. What?
But boy, I telling you, hey. Boy, I tell you, hey, politics sweet. You gaffer got belly with politics. You gaffer got belly with politics, or else you can get a set of licks. I ain't gonna tell no lie. No joke. Viewers and subscribers, let me know what's your thoughts upon what my brethren just now said. Me got nothing for say. Like I said, I see it different. I didn't see it in the way, but it's just that I don't think he should run no cash grant joke at this point. So when you the any cash grant hot seat, Mr. President. Anyway, let me continue talking the things.
Yo, go look a walk. Yo, go look a walk. Yo, go look a walk. Somebody tell my new man, my price gone up. Last year, price can't walk. He must see my Anna hide and duck. If you really want me, you can't broke. Tell my new man, my price gone up. Last year, price can't walk. You must see my Anna hide and duck. If you really want me, go look a walk.
Well, viewers and subscribers, definitely we got some entertainment news for you guys today. Definitely, as you guys could see on the screen today, we're going to be featuring, definitely reacting, and also giving a review on this brand new track by the female artist called, Mini Slim. That's the name. And definitely this is a BAM Squad production. From your ear BAM Squad, you don't know, so it's all about who? Bama. When we say Bama, I'm talking about Alabama. Now, Alabama, big up your damn self, because I'm not going to tell no lie. This got to be a new artist. She got a flow. She got a thing going on. And like she said, you understand? Tell the new man, can't broke, thing up.
Go look a walk as a carpenter, cause in my room, boy, you can't enter. Me look for some big investor, come and want build my house by December. Say my next man might be amazing, doctor or electrician. Make sure so you have your occupation or time you just wasting.
Big up to all the females who know so straight. Nothing wrong with being with a man that's making a normal minimum wage, but you don't want no man who broke, like we don't looking for no bread, we don't want to walk with us, want to cock up your foot and let woman deep, miney. No, ladies, don't do that. Don't do that. Today definitely rocking with Mini Slim. And I loving your vibe, I loving your flow, I loving everything. I'm not gonna tell you, well put together song, well put together track. And you don't know whenever it come to Alabama, or should we say the BAM Squad production, these guys are A students, professional in their work. You know how we do it over here already. We don't play out the whole video. We just give you a review so you could head over to their page and make sure you let them know that Let's Start the Things Fire Feelings sent you guys over there. So I'm going to pin the link for this song here in the description and in the comment section so you guys could visit her channel and let her know that Fire Feelings from Let's Start the Things sent you over there, like I said already, and I said it again.
You know, see, I'm a little, I'm a nice. You have to invest for your piece of my vibe. Made a trophy, me at a price. But know you want me to be your wife. Yo, go look a walk, yeah, go look a walk, yeah, go look a walk. If you really want me, somebody tell my new man, my price gone up. Last year, price can't walk. You must see my Anna hide and duck. If you really want me, you can't broke.
You got the girl when you got a new man and your new man treating you better than your ex. Your new man spending more money upon you than your ex ever did. Your new man carrying you upon trips. Your new man carrying you, your new man love you and respect you. Big up the girl when you have your new man. Ladies, this is all about the female called Mini Slim. Make sure you support her. You understand? Like I said, the link is in the description and in the comment section. Head over to her page. You understand? BAM Squad, keep the works up, my brother. Yeah, man. Anyway, that was it on the entertainment news. Time for us to continue with some stuff before we come out to here, viewers and subscribers.
That who's this spoon, but Melly, man, you hearing?
Ready careful, motherfucker.
I
don't have no man in teaspoon, Baba.
Teaspoon, Baba. Move your liar.
I don't have no man in teaspoon, Baba. Lauren.
Move your car like cover.
But you just said, Mama, he's sleeping.
Me sleeping, I calling Isabella. Hello, me sister call me, but 3 times and I missed the call.
Mom advice. Mom advice. But listen.
Are you guys like your whole story stink?
Pastor, where are the registration?
Don't you see something?
Huh?
Is it Brooklyn? You don't come out to call for lunch, nothing I can't come to you?
My double barrel sit down. Blue bin sit down.
Sit down. Go trick your fan, don't trick me. Trick your fan.
Me can't trick no fan, Fato.
I don't trick every day.
Fato. I could sit down here and swear on my fucking life. No man never get carried out to me.
I say a lie.
None.
You want to trick the media, can't trick the media. Lie.
Man, now me have a study. Study Alex. Now me have a study. Study Alex for the depression.
I'm gonna call this.
Study Alex
Study
Yeah.
Alex will give you depression.
No, you could have come to me alone that next to get that thing. Nobody thought if nobody get your
Good
car.
night, baby.
Park Kiana and get it.
Those of
I
you
want
on
it.
here
No, wait.
that lives in ATL on the 12th of December, if you have nothing to
Study
do,
Alex. Alex, you got study.
I call him Mace. I call him Mace to get me something. Wait, let me ask Mace. Because Mace
No,
get
bring
it.
Mace for your panel.
I call him Mace.
Bring,
But Mace not
bring Mace to the bottom.
Wait, I call him.
Hello. Study Alex will get you walking around with a cutlass with your fucking head picky.
Well, viewers and subscribers, that was the end of the show. Hope you guys had a fantastic morning, evening, midday, night, whenever you are watching this upload. So, like I said, man, if you watch your upload so far, feel free to give the video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, put your post notification bell on, and make me know what time you are watching this upload in the comment section. Drop those comments on all the topics that we dropped today, definitely for you guys, alright? Have a blessed Sunday, and you don't know what's up. Catch you up on the new week, my brothers and sisters. We out here, so stay blessed.